Morning, everybody. Welcome to Walnut Lodge's 8:30 a.m. flow. So we are between weeks, but I try to keep this flow going to keep you all entertained on Saturday morning. and Lissa's there. Hey, Lissa, I hope everything's going well. Yeah, and Corey. Okay, so there's some people out there ready to go. And what's that last one? Lisa? Lisa. Hey, Lisa. Yeah, so here we are. It's a beautiful morning, a little chilly, but we're on our mats. All right, so we're going to need a bolster or something to put your knee down on because we're going to do a little bit of that, and a strap. I have my block here. You might need a block later. It just depends on how fast we get through this, but usually this takes a long time. So this is... we're going to start out with some sun salutations. I call this one the extended sun salutations. It's kind of a chill, stretchy flow. So that's what I'm kind of feeling like this morning. All right, so get yourself into a extended child. Some of us haven't been on our mats for a week. Pull back, relax, feel the shoulders settle into the hips. And then just click into your breathing. Nice big inhales. Feel the ribs move. Slow everything down. Inhale, lift up, tuck the toes, press back to an easy down dog. And then shift your weight to your right leg. Feel the fingers, feel your armpits open on the exhale as you push back through the torso. Nice and easy. Kneecap is lifted. And shift to the left. And then press through both. Yep, little tight. It's all that leaf burning. And then walk your feet forward. Bend the knees. Just hang. Or what I like to do is put my hands right between my knees. And I squeeze. I pull those inner thighs on line, and then I find that line from the inside of the knee up to the hip socket, and I use that to pull the sit bones back, and then I feel that evenness come back into my hip sockets and my feet, because I really like to rotate on that left leg. And then as that happens, you feel the fold happening a little bit more. And then lengthen out. Come to vertical. Palms together. Press through your feet. Lift the chest, pull the stomach up. Feel the evenness of the feet. Press down. Couple breaths just right here. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, over. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step back. Just let's feel this plank. Stomach up. Doing a little rock just for my wrists. Pushing through the sit bones. And then slowly we're going to go down and forward. But come all the way down. Extend your feet. Keep your elbows where they are. Press your feet, pull your quads. Drive your sit bones. And then just a couple of inhales into your sternum. My back's a little tight from yard work. Really feel the shoulder blades pulling down into your waist. Get that upward pull of the stomach. Now hold on to those 2 points. Inhale, up dog. Keep the knees on the ground. Reach your chest forward. And then exhale, bend the knees, tuck the toes, press back, down dog, breathe, push. Look front, inhale, jump. Exhale, pull. Inhale, lengthen. And come up. Exhale, arms down. And again, inhale up. Exhale, over. Inhale, lengthen, step back, and rod, inhale, up dog, stomach pull, trying to let go of my hip flexors a little bit, exhale, press back, down dog, breathe. Look front, inhale, jump, exhale, pull, inhale, lengthen, exhale, inhale, arms up, exhale, over. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, step back and down, inhale, up dog, exhale, press back, breathe. Look front. Inhale, jump. Exhale, pull. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, over. Inhale, lengthen. Step or jump. And down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale. Press back. Breathe. Look front, inhale, jump, exhale, pull, inhale, lengthen, exhale, inhale, arms up, exhale, over you go. Inhale, lengthen, step or jump, and down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, press back, breathe. Look front, inhale, jump, exhale, pull, inhale, lengthen, exhale, sun B, inhale, bend the knees, feel the gut lift, sit bones back, exhale, stretch and over. Inhale, lengthen, step or jump, and down. Up dog. Exhale. Down dog. Step your right leg forward and stay there. Back leg stay parallel. Just feel your hip. Relax into the socket. Feel the inside of the thigh. Knee pulling back to the hip socket. Take the arms off. Push up. Arms up. Bend the back knee. Lift the belly. Just gonna breathe here. So we're testing out that back quad. Lifting the front of the pubic bone higher. Feeling the sit bones drop. Letting that knee open. Sorry, the hip open. Now stretch that knee to straight. Feel yourself pitch forward. Get that nice stretch over the hip. Hands down. Shoot your leg back and down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left leg forward. Stay there. Push into that back leg. Feel the inside of that front leg. Knee to the hip socket. And then push up. Back knee bends. Arms up. Square up. Keep pulling the inside of the leg back. Back knee is bent. Belly is lifted. Sit bone is driving down. Feel that hip socket open. Now slowly stretch that back leg, pull the hip, nice slow fold. Send that leg back and down. Inhale, up dog. Holding the up dog a little bit. Pull your belly, excuse me. Take the sit bones down. See if you can just let go of those hip flexors a little bit more. And then tuck the toes, press back, down dog, breathe. Look, front, inhale, jump, exhale, pull, inhale, lengthen out, and up, exhale, stretch. And again, inhale, bend the knees, exhale, stretch, and over. Inhale, lengthen, step or jump, and down. Up dog, exhale, press back, down dog. Right leg steps forward, back leg turns out. Feel that stretch across that hip. Inhale, arms up. And then exhale, gonna go right to the twist. Right elbow on the outside, left elbow on the outside of that right leg. Now, just breathe. Inhale. Exhale, release the twist. Come around to the front. Left foot, toes are just turning in. Bend that left knee. Pull the sit bone back. Flatten your back out. Find the stretch on the outside of that left shin. Keep folding through your hip socket. Pull the right quad up. Go as low as you can. And stretch up through your left leg and bend the right. Finding the stretch on the outside of your shin, pulling the sit bone back on that right side. Left quad is pulling up. Maybe you get low enough to feel a stretch on the inside of your left thigh. I spend most of my time just feeling the outside of my shin stretch. And stretch up through that right leg. Then just come down to your elbows. And make your feet a nice distance so that that feels like a little bit of a stretch. But, you know, we're still warming up, so it's not a huge stretch. And then lengthen. Rotate back to your right foot. Send that right leg back. Down you go. Inhale. Up dog. I'm leaving my knees bent here. I'm just going to drop down through my hip sockets a little bit. But don't do that if you can't hold on to your stomach. So I'm not dropping into my waist. I'm sending those sit bones down and just letting the hip sockets open. And this is how long I have to stay here for them to begin. Now they're going. Keep the chest going forward. And then tuck the toes, press back. Just a couple of breaths here. And then step that left leg forward. Back leg turns out. Feel the hip socket. Feel that back hip push up. Inhale. And then exhale, twist. Knee to the inside, hip back, breathe. Inhale, exhale, release. Coming all the way around to the center again. Knees are forward, toes are forward. Just a little squat. So we're going to bend the knees, pull the sit bones back, chest goes forward. This is inhale. And then exhale, stretch the legs, drop the head. Inhale, chest forward, bend the knees, exhale, drop and stretch. Inhale, bend and reach. Exhale, drop and stretch. Inhale, bend and reach. Exhale, drop and stretch. Inhale, bend and reach. Exhale, drop, stretch. Inhale, bend, reach. Exhale, drop, stretch. Inhale, bend, reach, stay there. Elbows on your knees, push, open. The knees are going, we're not over our feet because I don't have that much straddle, but my knees are going forward, but they're still reaching kind of open so that they're not dropping in. Keep pressing through the 3 points and just feeling the spine lengthen, folding into the hips. And then we're going to release that, stretch our legs up, and then rotate our feet out 45. Alright. And we're going to do the same thing. Inhale, bend, reach the chest, exhale, drop, and stretch. Inhale, bend, reach the chest, exhale, drop, and stretch. Inhale, bend, reach the chest, exhale, drop, and stretch. Inhale, bend, reach the chest, exhale, drop. Make sure the knees are going out over the feet. Inhale, bend the knees, push, open. Exhale, fold and push. Inhale, bend, reach the chest. Exhale and stretch. Last one. Inhale, bend, reach the chest, stay. Elbows on your knees, push them open. Feel the inside of the socket stretch. Breathe. Inhale, release the hands, release the torso, stretch. Turn the toes back to in. All right, and then elbows back down on the ground, and then just hang here. Breathe. lengthen, come up, rotate back to your front, send that leg back, and down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, pressing back, child pose. And maybe a drink of water. Open the knees, and then just let yourself squash back into your hips. Relax the spine, and then just allow those hips to kind of reach another level of flexion, maybe a more relaxed level after all of that socket work. You reach the arms forward, lift up, tuck the toes, press back to a down dog. Reach the heels. Look front, inhale, jump, exhale, pull, inhale, lengthen, exhale, stretch. I'm going to do a nice chest lift here. Arms down. And again, inhale, bend the knees. Exhale, stretch, and over. Lengthen, and step or jump, and down. Inhale, up dog, press back, down dog. Right leg forward, grab your bolster, put your knee down, make sure you have your strap handy, and then just come up. All right. Woo! My hair is a mess. All right. I'm going to give a shout out here to Joanne, because a while ago she gave me these headbands, and I never had to use them, but my hair's at that point. Almost ponytail, not quite. All right, so we're vertical. This angle isn't really that great. And I know my clothing is not very good either, but I have some new stuff coming, thanks to James. All right, so we're just going to feel this hip socket. So we know that we need to keep ourselves vertical in order to feel that hip socket open. So I'm just creeping this foot forward, and I'm just getting a sense of how, open my hip socket is without my torso going totally flat. I'm going to try to keep it perpendicular. Just a couple more breaths here. Trying to isolate the pelvis, lifting it up as that hip socket opens. Couple more. Couple more breaths. I'm using my hands, so I'm kind of pushing away to keep my torso up. Just letting that open. Now I'm just going to lay my torso down on my thigh, tuck that back toe, and press that front leg to straight. Make sure that you push the left hip forward, pull that right socket back. Push the leg into the ground and feel like your pelvis is pushing onto that femur head, and then relax. Couple more breaths here. Keep feeling that left thigh rolling forward and dropping down and in as you push into that right leg. Now, bend that back knee, put the knee back down on the bolster. Pick your foot up and rotate your shin so that it is parallel to the bolster, and then you're going to sit back. Now, if you don't have this bolster, you can just put your leg down on the mat, and now your shin is perpendicular to the long edge, and your right leg is kind of pointing towards my front corner. I had to turn it a little bit. So what we're going to do here is we're just going to walk our hands forward, and as you push your pelvis forward, you feel more of a straddle kind of opening in the hip, more of an inner thigh kind of opening. And all we're going to do is just kind of rotate our hips, just like this. It's not a big deal. It feels good though. You're letting yourself go in to that fold, that flexion in the front and the back. And just kind of looking for sticky places. Could be in your sockets, could be in your SI joint, could be in your low back. Just a couple times to the right, and then reverse it. Yep, just oiling up those joints. Just one more. Come back to that sit. And then rotate back to this parallel knee and grab your strap. All right, so we're back to this thigh being completely forward, looking at this. The stretch across the hip socket. So take your strap in either a shoulder width loop or just hold on to it. There's advantages to both, just different. So I'm making a strap, kind of this you have to have like a good distance. The other one is easier to fix. All right, so just push out on that strap, roll the shoulders back. Keep them back, arms up, pull them back. Now just keep your pelvis right over your knee. And we're going to inhale, push open, exhale, blades down. Inhale. Breathe those ribs up, push open, blades down. Again, inhale, push open, blades down. Keep them there. And just breathe the ribs forward. Feels good. You can look toward that, to the high corner of your room, not straight up, just forward and up. Now, hold on to your belly. Feel the curve from your fingers to your knee. And then just open that hip again. Just feel it open as you drop forward. Try to keep your chest. Try to keep your hip, right? Just see where that is today. You can keep reaching your chest forward and up. As you're walking it forward, sinking down. Couple more. And then just push back. All right, now we're going to rotate this leg back where we were. And we're going to sit. But before we sit, take your arms to the left. Right hand behind your head. And then we're going to go into cow's head with just the arms. So if you need to use your strap, it's right there. If you don't need to use your strap, just drop it. Get into the cow's head. And then we're just going to sit down on this leg. Push your head against your arm. Keep the left hand pushing against your back. Open that shoulder and breathe. Just a couple more. And if this sitting isn't working for you, you can always just come up onto your knee. Just keep the breath big so you're really trying to release the shoulders. And then let that go. Come forward. Rotate. Stretch this back. And then we're going to take our elbows down to the ground and let that left hip open. So your leg is up on that bolster. You'll get more of a hip opening. It's a harder hip stretch. But it just feels good to let that left hip open. Now we're going to come up, tuck that left toe, and we're back to this kind of modified standing head to knee. Try to get the leg totally straight, all right? Drop that left hip forward. Now we're going to shift all of our weight up onto this foot. I move my bolster up. Sometimes I like to push my calf or the back of my Achilles tendon into the bolster. It just really, I get a better sense of the back of my leg. And then I can put my knuckles or hands on it, and I can get a little bit flatter here. All right, now the other thing is that when we shift forward, you have to have your knee straight. So if you can't get your hands down on the ground with that knee straight, flip your bolster around to the front. So shift forward. Hands are on the ground. Take that left hip, drop it down. Don't drop the foot, just drop the hip. We're going to hang here for a couple of breaths, feeling the outside of that right hip. Knee is straight. And then we're going to inhale, roll that left hip up as if we were going to a half moon. Some of that weight's going to come out of that left hand. And then we're not going into half moon, we're just going to roll right back down. Just working the outside of that right hip. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale, roll. Inhale up. Stay here. Push out. If you want to take your arm up, you can, to the half moon. Inhale, hand down, hip down, foot down. Kind of in a forward bend, but now what we're going to do is come down to a squat. So if you need to open your feet, and come on down. And then shift yourself forward, stretch the legs up. I'm just kind of rocking in this kind of forward bend position. And then step your legs back over the bolster. And we go. Down. Inhale, up dog. Now, it's nice to have a bolster here, because what we're going to do is we're going to really work the sit bones down into the backs of the legs, and as you do that, you push your thighs into the bolster. And then just pull your stomach up. Just give you a little bit more resistance with the pelvis or with the thighs so the pelvis can really work. You can really work your sit bone and your tailbone down towards the bolster. And then tuck the toes, press back, down dog. A couple breaths here in the down dog. And then step your left foot forward over the bolster, right knee down, and come up. All right. So we're back to the beginning. All right. Hands on your thighs. Just be vertical. See what that feels like. Feel the inside of that knee coming back into the socket. Just check out your hip. You know, it doesn't feel bad because we've already done quite a bit of work. So then just kind of creep the leg forward. So my right quad is way tighter than my left. How far can you go down without the pelvis moving? That's what we're kind of testing out here. Keep the belly, try to pull the belly up into the back the whole time, right? Couple more breaths. I know some of you are down way farther than me. Please go there. Please go as far as you can. Just let that hip open. And now we're going to release that. So just fold down over your chest, hands down, tuck your toe, and then we're going to stretch that leg to straight, the back leg. I think I'm standing on my, yep, I am. So I'm going to use my bolster again on this leg. I'm going to push my calf, the back of my Achilles, into the bolster. Take that right hip forward. Push my pelvis onto that left leg. And then just feel this stretch, the outside of your hip. It's the beginning of that stretch. Of course, you feel your hamstrings. Keep pressing through the ball of the foot. Try not to let that front leg roll to the little toes. All right, now, if your bolster is forward, you're going to have to roll it back. Put your knee down, and then pick the foot up, roll, hook it if you want. Just make sure your shin is perpendicular, your left foot is pointing forward. Just coming back and sitting on that heel. keep the angle between your left leg and your right leg about a 90. Then put your hands forward. And then we're just going to start the roll, right? Right hip's going to go forward, left, and back. Just roll it. It being your pelvis. And then feel the hip sockets. Just going through the circles. Feels good. It's a complex movement in terms of planes. And really, you know, you have some weight, not the whole weight. And then just reverse it. Just look for sticky places. You can always stay at the sticky places. I have one right here. As I come forward into that inner thigh stretch. You could stay there if you want. A couple more. Last one. Now come back up. Go parallel. And then elbows down. Nope, I'm sorry. Come up, come back up. Grab your strap. Shoulder width on a loop. All right, so the same thing. We don't need to do as much prep here though, because we've already done it. So just push out on the strap, lift your chest, roll the shoulders down, and then pull up. If you're not kneeling on your end, and arms back. Ugh. So our hips are even more open than they were. Yep. So just work on this. Inhale, push out, lift that chest, shoulders down. Maybe just one more. Feel that curve you're creating from the knee through the hip to the chest. Don't kink in the low back. Feel your glute on that right side. Push forward. Now just breathe your chest forward of that back line. So the back line is shoulders down through the spine to your sit bones. And then just feel your ribs move forward away from that. And then sink into that front hip a little bit. Come on back. Take your arms across to the left. So your right elbow is going to be behind your head, right? Nope, other way. Left elbow behind your head. And then cow's head. So use the strap or not. Get that arm up. Grab a hold of your other hand if you can. Having a hoodie on is not a good idea. Pull your foot. And sit. Push the back of your right hand into your spine. Pull the shoulder open. Keep that left elbow reaching to the ceiling. Keep your head up. Breathe. Then release that. Come back up. Rotate back to parallel. And then take the hands down and your elbows down. And let that hip drop. All right, so coming up, tuck your back toe, roll your bolster up if you want. Just coming back to that straight leg. Push your calf into the bolster if you're using it. Take that right hip forward, flatten your back out. Couple breaths here. All right, now shifting forward and up onto that leg. Knee is straight, drop your right hip down. Keep that whole foot planted. Meaning 3 points of the foot, and just feel this stretch from the sit bone down, from the sacrum down. All right, and then inhale, lift up. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, down. Inhale, roll it 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 up. Exhale, one more. Inhale, roll it up. Stay there. Half moon if you want. Inhale, exhale, come down, leg down, forward bend. Feel that? Now we're going to come down into a parallel squat. I can't do it. I got to keep my heels up. So we're just going to come down. Actually, my bolster's there. This is good. Just squashing it. Breathe right here. And come forward, stretch the legs, step back. This time just move your bolster. And down, up dog, holding that up dog. Press back child pose, just for a sec or two, squashing back, and then tuck the toes, press down dog. Feels pretty good. Look front, inhale, jump, exhale, pull, inhale, lengthen, and up, arms down. One more round. Need a drink first. Inhale, arms up, and stretch. Inhale, lengthen, step or jump, up dog, down dog, right leg forward, back leg turned out, push up. Inhale, exhale, twist. Roll the back leg. Just feel that hip drop. And then this goes pretty fast. Just put the knee down. Move that left arm. Now keep rolling to the outside of that leg. Keep your chest up against your thigh. bend that left leg. Roll the sit bone down. Now usually I do the cow's head here, but today I'm not going to. I'm going to roll back to the front. We're going to take our right leg out to the side. All right. Some of you might need a strap here. So get it. Put it around your foot. All right. Arms to the side. This foot is in, up against your thigh. If your knee doesn't like this, just stretch it out to the side. You won't get as much hip stretch, but you will get a decent amount. All right, arms out. Inhale, chest lift. Exhale, right elbow goes on the inside of the knee. All right. Now, push your pelvis and the ribs on the lower side forward on the inhale. So we're going to inhale, push forward. Exhale, pull the arm out. Inhale, push forward. Exhale, pull the arm back. Inhale, ribs forward. Exhale. One more. Inhale, lower ribs forward. Exhale. Take this arm up all the way over to your foot, or grab the strap, pull underneath. And breathe. Now we're going to release the strap, pull ourselves back to vertical, and then take your left leg out to the side. All right, and then forward chest down as far as you can go. Now here's might be a place where you'd want your bolster, or I had that block somewhere. I'll just pull my bolster around, head on something. And slowly push yourself up. And then we're going to take our front leg and swoop it to the back. Roll. Inhale. Up dog. Exhale, press back, down dog. And then step your left leg forward, back leg out, push on up, inhale, exhale to the twist. Roll that back leg. And then just put that knee down, hand down, kind of going a little quickly through this, and roll. Roll to the outside of that right thigh. And then bend that right leg. Roll your sit bone to the ground. All right. Now take that left leg out to the side. Right leg under your thigh if you can get it, or just bent. Grab your strap if you need it. Loop it over your foot. And we start. Feel both sit bones on the ground, all right? Push your arms out. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, left elbow down on the inside of that leg. Stretch that right arm up. Taking the left side and the left hip forward on the inhale. So we go inhale, push, forward and out. Exhale, pull the twist a little bit more with that arm. Inhale, ribs forward and up. Exhale. Inhale, ribs forward and up. Exhale. Inhale, ribs forward and up. Exhale. Last one. Inhale, ribs forward and out. Exhale. Keep that, and then reach that arm up and over. Grab your foot or your strap and pull. Keep using that left arm to push yourself through. Relax that right hip, the quadratus on that side. Breathe. And I'm going to release this. Slowly push yourself up. And then take that right leg out to the side. If you need a bolster, grab a bolster. If you don't need one, just head to the floor. Inhale, lengthen, and come up. Swoop that leg back, and over you go. Inhale, up dog. Holding this if you need it. If you don't need it, just go right to a down dog. But I need it to let go that the hips. And then when you're ready, press back to the down dog. Push through. It feels good. And then just come on down to the mat. And we're going to lay out in a corpse for just a minute. Nice and flat. And breathe. Big inhale. Exhale, roll to your right side. Press yourself up. Well, that's it for this morning. Enjoy the beautiful day. Class starts on Monday for the the spring session. There's still some spaces, especially in the yoga ones. Some of my evening classes too, the upper levels have some spaces in. And if I don't see you in person, hopefully I see you online. I'll be here every Saturday, and I'll be here Tuesdays at noon. Namaste, everybody, and thank you for your support.